I got into surfing really just because my mates did it. One of my mates used to have a beach house at Phillip Island, so we'd go over there and he'd have boards in the shed like you do at beach houses, so we'd go muck around and then kind of went from there and stuck with it, and something I enjoyed, and still pretty average, but it's something I love doing and love trying to improve at.
In the end, you know, we just couldn't hold up for the 4 quarters, and it's never nice to lose, and obviously very disappointing when especially when you got extra time to think about it with a weekend away. You tend to do a little bit of soul searching. It's always nice to go away after a win and you can kind of relax a little bit without too many thoughts in the back of your head, but I'm sure all the boys will be doing a bit of reflecting over the next couple of days. But in saying that, also it's a good time to get away, freshen up. We're going down the coast and hopefully get some waves, catch up with the mates, just kick back. That's the way I try and keep myself mentally fresh. I think it's a huge part of, you know, being able to perform and constantly get yourself up, because the life of playing football, it sometimes becomes a bit draining and you get caught up and you get so wound up in the world that you live in, the fact that everything becomes about football, that if you don't have that release, you become so entrenched that you almost forget why you love it and what's so good about it. You know, these weekends where I get to get away, I'll try and stop thinking about it. It's never easy to do after a loss, but I then come back in Monday ready to go, switch back on and be ready for the next challenge. I think that helps massively, not only in my own performance, but I'm sure for all the boys. We're going to cruise back to Druin. My best mate, Habby, he's taking a day off work, and no doubt once a few of my mates get word that I've got a house sorted for the weekend, and there'll be a few stragglers pop in, so hopefully most of the footage can get to air, and we'll have a good time and hopefully get a wave, and I won't look like too much of a coup. Just about to turn off the highway, swing past my hometown of Druin. A few fun facts about Druin. I'm a member at the local golf club, won 4 premierships in the under 15s and under 17s. I'm a school captain. Mum still lives here, try and get back whenever I can. She's still got a fair few mates that kick around and play footy down this way, and that's about it. A bit like that story, there's not a great deal to draw.
Stock standard, not here, not answering his phone. Look at him.
Alright mate. See you, Billy.
You could have got dressed up.
What, you or me?
Chauffeur driven. We're at the crib that's gonna accommodate us for the night. Pretty cruisy drive down. Lucky enough that picked Habby up and he steered the ship for the last bit, so I got to have a bit of a snooze, which is nice. And just gonna duck off and play some pitch and putt. Get around.
Pretty easy to find out with a shark, Jono. Just a little bit of a westerly breeze is coming in a little bit from the south. It's going to aim a little bit to the left of the pin. It's going to flip over, bounce off the fringe, roll up and then tap in for 2.
The old westerly breeze blowing from the south.
Oh, come around. The bloody westerly. We have some fun, don't we? We're 2 hours into our trip for 3 days.
Have a look at the golf course though. It's an absolute picture. Shot, mate. Hit a house.
there could be only one winner. It's been a good afternoon. Go back now, probably have a barbie and kick back for a bit and hopefully wake up with some waves in the morning.
Look at that, that's how you do it, boys.
We've just woken up to see beautiful blue skies. From where we're staying we can see the surf and it looks like it should be pretty good. So we're going to cook up a feed for the boys and then hopefully get out there and get some waves. Growing up in the country, it's pretty laid back compared to the hustle and bustle of the city. So, as I said, whenever I can get back here and just almost unwind, you know, there's not a great deal going on. Just kick right back. It's a perfect way to get a release from football. Yeah, I was pretty fortunate growing up that I had a fair few mates that surf, so I always played footy with them and then they'd go away, so I kind of tag along. And probably about 16, 17, we started getting right into it. You know, a few more blokes got licences, so you didn't have to rely on the olds to take you down. The thing too about Melbourne is that everyone just loves to talk about footy. Like no matter where you go get a coffee, you know, everyone's talking about footy. So to come out here with me mates who, you know, they couldn't really give a crap. Doesn't matter how good I play, they still tell me I'm no good. So in that regard, you know, it's good just to have a bit of banter with them. You know, we had a hit of golf yesterday. It's just a complete release from, you know, what is day-to-day football of going into the club and training. And look, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a fantastic job to have, but you know, at times when you do it every day, it can become a bit monotonous. And to freshen up mentally and then go back with that real spark and spring in my step, occasions like this I certainly relish. Yeah, well, when I'm out the back, it's strange. Your mind kind of wanders. Obviously today I was trying to get a few waves so I could not look like I was a first-time surfer out there. I'm not sure how well I went, but I think the beauty of it is that you're not really thinking at all. The whole experience of surfing is almost, you know, being with the wave and just, you know, trying to not overthink it, you know. So I think that for me that's perfect because I don't really like to think a great deal about stuff, so to get out there and just switch off is brilliant. Personally, you know, I've kind of thought a bit about the Anzac Day game and what went wrong and my own performance there, and you know, thinking about St Kilda and what we need to do and what I need to do to, you know, make sure that we have a better performance. You know, those thoughts come in, but I'll try and just make sure that when I get back in ready to go Monday, you know, I've thought about a few things and just really knuckle down for that for the week, and hopefully we can come out as a team and have a much better performance.
I think I was able to, over the few days we had off, get a nice refreshed mindset. Obviously came in yesterday, had our review, had thought about the game a fair bit, so everyone came back in yesterday, kind of had a good look at not only their own performance but the team's performance over not just last week but the first few rounds. And all the boys have really had a fair bit to say in where we want to get to, what we've got to do to get there, and I think the way they've gone about it over the past 2 training sessions has been fantastic. I think the coach's mindset's very similar to the boys. He's had a chance to reflect on where we're at and where we want to go, and we all know what we've got to do to get to there. And I think come Friday night you'll hopefully see some improvements in the areas we've been talking about and where we want to get to.